Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. I'm Will, and I got my co-host over here, the Greeze. Say hello, Greeze.
Estoy aquí, Will.
Yeah, Spanish.
Yeah, we're back. At least it's not Russian.
I don't know.
You're like,
Who's to say?
Vodka.
Yeah, you're trying
Is
to
that
do
Russian
the machine?
for vodka, or do they have a different name for vodka?
Don't know. Don't sprakendy the language.
I don't know. Is Svetka's Russian?
No. Svedka's like a Swedish vodka.
Swedish.
Swedish. Yeah, Svedka.
Okay.
Oh, man, it's great stuff. For real cheap.
I don't understand countries, like different ones.
I understand.
Like just as a whole,
Yeah.
don't get it.
Yeah, Model UN was not one of your extracurriculars in old grade school.
Dude, why is like, when somebody says, I've never been out of the country, like, why is that, like, other people that have, like, why is that a flex?
It's not for me.
You like to stay in the country.
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't flex like that.
What do you do?
I prefer a power move.
Okay, what's the power move like? Oh, okay, hang on.
I own the country.
You're having a conversation between somebody in Australia, and then they want to hang out, but hey, man, let's meet in Spain or something, in the middle. And then you're like, no, you can just come to me.
That's a power move.
You can come to Nashville.
Yeah, solid power move.
I like that.
I like the power move over the
I'm into the
flex.
power moves.
All right, I'm going to blind you on something.
Well, before we get into whatever chaos you have a brewing,
Yeah,
did
distilling.
Did you see the news article about the guy that came into a convenience store and got a bunch of Jack and Coke pre-made cans and just chips and went into the bathroom and finished them all?
That's the greasiest thing I've ever heard.
It is. It's the greatest thing. Also, too, he did it like 2 hours earlier, but with White Claws.
Oh, so he was a repeat offender.
He was a repeat offender. I think he was just basically saying, I dare you.
Yeah.
I mean,
he came back and they're like, well, we went in the bathroom. There was like 6 empty White Claws and didn't think anything of it. And this guy came back and then did the same thing. We're like, maybe that guy's up to something.
Talk about a power move.
Yeah. Oh, solid power move.
That's a solid. That's a solid power.
I like that move.
It is.
And you're like, and the article was also about me. So,
well, they did not disclose the name of the person.
yeah, smart. You got to be anonymous.
But it was like not once, but twice.
Same day.
Same day.
Did it say how many he had?
I don't know in the moment, but I would assume that he pre-gamed for it. So like anyone on top of that would just.
Well, no, I just wanted to know how many. Like, I wonder if he had a this is. I don't know if these glasses are clean.
They've been down here for a week. Just throw some water in it.
I asked Greeze, I go, are these glasses clean? He goes, yeah. And I look and I'm like, there's clearly whiskey in that.
There's not whiskey.
Yes, there's.
Oh God, there is.
Right.
All right, here.
Is this clean?
Yeah, that's clean.
Ish. All right.
Am I just getting blinded on one?
Yeah, this is something that
Sorry, I thought these were clean.
Mark and Kim gave us.
Oh gosh.
It's a full bottle though, so I had to hide it down here. So
Happy 27 year.
No. You're not gonna guess it, but I just want to hear your thoughts on it. So close your eyes.
Okay.
All right.
There's video evidence, by the way, if you're just listening in the car. My eyes are closed.
Yeah, they are.
I'm glad I've already got that catheter ready.
It's a deep.
Well, it's
bellow.
hard to pee if you can't see. That rhymed.
It's hard to see if you can't pee. It works both ways.
Okay, it does work both ways.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right. What am I telling you about this, Will?
Just your
Matt
thoughts.
Madness
Just
champion.
kind of smell it and see what you think. Proof, grain bill, etc.
Fruit forward. Doesn't smell too viscous.
Viscosity.
Smells lower proof for sure. Either that or this is the most delicate barrel proof I've ever smelled in my life. Man, like a honey glazed pear. It's got this citrus, but like a sweet citrus element to it.
I'm getting something on it. It's not sweet citrus pear, but
on the nose?
Yeah.
Well, you need to slosh.
No, I'm getting something else too.
Well, that glass might not be clean, Will.
None of them are.
Oh God, I just poured it on my upper lip.
That's for.
Ooh. What is that called? OSMR?
ASMR.
Oh, ASMR. OSMR. Oh, gross. Stop it, Will. That's so dumb. People are going to unsubscribe.
And they're going to get chills down their spine and be like, I'm going to come back for more later.
They already did that earlier when we talked about White Claw. They're like, I'm out. I'm going down I-85 in Atlanta and be like, freaking White Claws. I'm done with these dudes. Okay. Well, I haven't tasted it yet, but I'm going right now. Oh, what 3, 2, 1.
Tastes good.
That is delicious.
Very different.
If I would drink that daily.
Oh, you're into it.
I would drink this daily.
Okay.
This is delicate. So much flavor. It's got, I don't know if it's got a lot of age on it or what, because it's not like super oak forward, but it is, it's a mature, sophisticated whiskey.
Oh,
it is.
Yeah. Grease saying the word sophisticated is a rip.
Well,
A trip. I don't know. I can't talk. I'm tired. Hey, right after
I start
this,
using cool words when
right
I'm on my meds.
Right after this, we're doing a town hall. If you're interested in joining town hall or virtual bar night, patreon.com/the podcast is the best way
Actually, this
to
week
get
is
there.
BBN if they're listening.
I'm pretty sure you put. Well, I'm saying right after this,
Right.
We're doing town hall.
But we're recording this early. It's going to be next week.
Okay.
VBN.
All right.
So this is going to be VBN right after this.
I was saying what we're doing.
Understand how radio works?
I'm telling them what we're going to do in real time.
Oh, in real time. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Any guesses on anything?
I've never had this or anything close.
I definitely don't believe you would have had this. Mark made it.
No, he made it?
No, he didn't make it.
I was about to say, if he blended this with a couple of just regular offerings off the shelf, I will drive to Texas and make sure that he starts blending professionally.
Yeah, no, this is a single barrel that he had. So
that he bought?
Yeah, that he purchased.
Like he bought the whole barrel?
No.
Dang it. How many does he have?
I don't know. Enough that he's like, you can keep this one. So
a whole bottle.
Well, I mean, we drank on it and he'd been sharing it. So I think there's like half left.
There's some sort of sweet. Yeah.
All right. Any guesses on any of the stats? Because if not, this is a real short segment.
I would say, okay. Oh, any of the stats.
Yeah,
I got you.
Anything.
It on the nose, it kind of felt towards the Buffalo Trace realm, but this is definitely not Buffalo Trace.
No.
Like 100%. Never tasted this like this. You know, it's got that vanilla honey-esque to it. It feels like it's mature, so I'm going to say 8 years, but not over oaked. Maybe 7, 8, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Proof on this, I'm going to go, it's definitely sub 100. I'll throw out 92 just for funsies.
Super low.
And I have no idea what distillery, because I have this flavor profile. I have no gauge.
Yeah.
No gauge.
What kind of whiskey do you think it is?
Man.
Quinoa?
I'm going to say, I'm just not I feel like this is a wheated whiskey.
Okay. Like it's not like a standard bourbon profile, but also
for
it's not,
sure
it's
not a
standard.
standard.
It's not a rye. It's not spicy at all.
No, it's not spicy at all. It's sweeter. I'm getting this sweet, but I will say this on the palate, citrus is not available.
Yeah.
Citrus has left the building.
Okay.
So I'm going to say more like, I don't know, honey, vanilla. Not really caramel.
I get caramel.
And I think I would lean more towards caramel if it was, a lot more oaky. But it's not. I'm not getting chocolate. I'm I'm very intrigued. I would love for you to reveal this bottle so that we can talk about it, and I can buy one now.
Yeah, I was trying to look up the.
Oh, but wait, it's a single barrel, so I can't.
But you can buy the brand.
I can ISO it.
All right, so I'm gonna.
Do they know? Is this profile consistent with this brand and offering, or is it
I think
just?
So.
It is.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna.
Sweet baby Jesus.
I'm gonna bring it up. This is JT Melick Distillery out of Louisiana.
What the heck?
It is 119 proof.
That is so stupid.
This is a single barrel, but it is a rice whiskey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Greeze likes rice whiskey.
Yeah. It's.
I'm a huge rice fan.
I think it's over 4 years old, but maybe not much.
Harvested, distilled, and bottled there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a
in freaking Louisiana.
Grain to glass operation.
Fruge Spirits LLC in Branch, Louisiana.
Yeah.
What?
And look at that giant gold crawfish they have on it.
Oh, I thought it was a lobster, but yeah, that makes sense.
So this is a single barrel. The 107 proof single barrel that you can buy off their website is $59.99. I think it's more. Since it's a cast strength single barrel, I'm not quite sure what the price. I think he may have said around 70.
Bro, this is a Mash and Journey Whiskey Club pick.
Yes. Yeah.
Guys.
That's where you got it.
Mash and Drum in my bourbon journey.
Mash and Journey. Yeah.
Well, I know this mash. They come together.
Right. Yeah. I thought you just
many hands make light work, Will.
Yeah.
They do. Guys.
Bird and hands work in the bush or something.
This is insane. If anybody out there has this bottle and you have extras of this, I would love to chat.
We'll leave it here too so we can drink on it. But I thought it was really good when
4+ years old.
Yeah, now so it's at least 4 years old, but it doesn't have an age statement on this particular barrel. They may Mash and Journey, those folks may know.
Jeez,
but
dude.
Delicious rice.
Well, and Jason reviewed from Mash and Drum. Jason reviewed our 13th Colony Rye. Somebody got that to him, and he said a lot of good things. So we're basically like digitally making out.
Oh yeah.
Which honestly, I mean, either regular making out or digitally making out with Jason, totally game with.
Yeah.
Like I could get into that.
And I think it's 100% rice too. I was looking to see if it said that.
Stop. It is not.
Well, I don't know. That's what I was looking for.
Why is that not insanely this is way off the planet? I mean, it's off the radar.
Oh, for sure.
As far as profile.
I'm trying to see.
But dude, if this is how do you make whiskey from 100% rice?
You distill it, man. You mash it up.
Is that like a crock pot thing? Because when I put rice in a crock pot.
Nothing you do is how anyone does something to make something.
Dude, I love doing a barbecue butt in a crock pot.
I'm trying to see.
And then you just sear the outside and you tell people it was smoked and it just falls apart. It's freaking great, dude. You can put that liquid smoke stuff in there too.
So it does say they're 4 to 5 years old, the barrels.
Yeah. Well, this says 4+ years.
Yeah, I'm just saying on their single barrel cast strength, it says they're 4 to 5 years old.
Dude, interesting flex on the front label though. The DADGUM ISBN.
Oh, the barcode's right there on the front.
It's just right there. That's a flex, dude. Yeah. That's we don't need it to look any prettier. I need you to buy it.
It's not a power move.
Scan this
flex.
Yes, scan this crap.
I was trying to see if it did say if it's 100% rice. I believe it is, but I could be wrong. So,
as you do.
I mean, I'm typically not.
Dude, the fact that this is not 119.
It is 119 proof.
Mark added water to this.
No.
This is insane, dude.
Yeah, I want a little bit more. I've been sitting on this for a minute.
Do you know what those range in cost?
I think he said around 70. I could be wrong.
I'm wondering if the rice just takes that. I mean, it gets rid of complete all bitterness. And at 4 years old, like what the crap, dude? Like,
Louisiana rice is sweet too, so that's where you're getting some of that sweetness.
Okay, rice is rice.
No, rice is not rice.
Okay,
you want to talk about rice?
Saffron. You've got jasmine.
Yeah, completely different bouquets.
Basmati. Like, I get that. Like basmati, you know, of the Indian persuasion. And then you've got the saffron, which I don't know what country that comes from.
Saffron?
Saffron?
Saffron. Yeah, and that's just they add saffron to the rice.
Right.
There's not.
And is that an Indian spice?
Yeah, saffron is the most expensive spice in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why it comes in those little bitty containers.
Exactly. Yeah, you get like a barely any of it.
Yeah,
if
but
you get
all
real
it does
saffron.
is
Also highly counterfeited.
Well, all it does is turn
it adds some flavor to it.
Minuscule.
You don't have a taste bud in your mouth.
I do. It just doesn't take much to entice me.
Yeah, it takes a lot to entice it, apparently.
No.
Yeah, you can't taste nothing.
Yeah, but it changes the color of the rice. That's fine. Jasmine. I'm going to be honest with you, man.
Brown rice.
America doesn't do rice well.
No, highly disagree.
Well, what do they do well with rice?
Louisiana rice, great.
Okay.
There's some.
But that's just Cajun rice. You can get rice from wherever you want.
No. There are lots of rice farms in Louisiana.
Okay, that's just like saying there's a lot of cow farms in Tennessee.
Right.
There's not.
You get good cows?
Dude, drive down any road right now and you see cow fields and there's like 5 cows in them. I drive to work.
We live in a non-agriculture heavy county.
Well, I drive to work every day.
Those are hobby cows.
I drive to work every day and I look up on the hill and guess what? There's one bison in this massive, massive field.
Yeah, that's a pet. That's not a bison farm.
And then on Franklin Road meets whatever that other road is, there's those longhorns.
Yeah. I think those are also pets.
That feels like pets.
Yeah.
Because that's like owning a pit bull, dude. Those fucking longhorns.
I mean,
like one swift move and you are like,
you think people fight?
The kingdom
you think
come.
people fight them?
I think people absolutely fight them. I just saw a game show in another country, Will, that the game show part of it is just trying to cut things in half.
I know you
equally.
said that to me. It's a German game show, which is like the most German thing. Like, let's be super precise in what our contest is. And I'm just like, Grease goes, and people think Americans are stupid. I'm like, actually, I would probably get sucked into watching that crap.
Yes, because you're a stupid American. Here's the deal. Germans, they're like, we're serious about numbers. Is that German? I'm German too, dude. I'm of German descent, and I don't even know what.
There's a really good rice farm in Mississippi called Two Brooks.
Oh, I've heard of Two Brooks
Farm. The great rice. They've got a Mississippi Mati, which is like a basmati variety. They grow there in the Mississippi Delta. Great rice. Great bouquet. Great bouquet.
In it to win it.
Welcome back to Potluck, everyone. I'm Will, and I've got my buddy over here, Chris. Say hello, Chris.
We're sponsored by tap water from
Arkansas.
Wait, Arkansas does have water from it. What is that?
That was
Zephyr Hills or something like that?
Zephyr Hills is from Florida.
Yeah.
Well, no, you're thinking.
Oh, the Ozarks. Ozark water.
Yeah, but then there's also the green bottles that was the Potluck sponsor.
Mountain
Valley. That's from
Arkansas?
Hot Springs, Arkansas. Arkansas, or not Hot Springs. Well, the Ouachita Mountains,
dude. I'm telling you right now, all the water in green glass is expensive.
Well, yeah,
and green plastic. Like Perrier.
This episode brought to you by words Grease can't say. Saffron. What'd you say? Saffron.
Perrier.
Pierre, and then what you said something else a minute ago that was great. Oh, Zephyr Hills.
Yeah, Zephyr, man.
Zephyr Hills.
I like a little splash of Zephyr in my burger.
Oh man, growing up, all we drank was Zephyr Hills water.
Yeah, because you're from Florida.
Right, living in Florida, that's all we drank.
Right. That's garbage water, dude.
Zephyr Hills is
you
great
know what
water.
Water came from
The tap water is
my part of the country.
Spring water from Florida is great, top notch.
Go ahead and tell me how awesome Crystal Springs is, though.
Crystal Springs is fine.
It's fine. It's literally from the mountains of Northeast Georgia Springs.
I like Callaway Blue.
Callaway's great too.
Great water. Great water.
Yeah, I know the Callaways. They live next to my uncle. All of them.
Everybody who's been near Middle Georgia says, "Oh yeah, we know the Callaways."
Dude, Country Club Road in LaGrange, Georgia, man. There's like 8 of them.
I partied at the Callaway house one night in college.
Yeah, one of their kids gave me a free driver one time. It was old as crap, and he didn't care about it anymore. But I thought that was pretty cool. Have no idea where it is now.
Bent in the middle.
No idea where it is.
Yeah,
but I used to water ski too.
Yeah, right there at what was the lake?
Callaway Gardens.
Oh, what was that lake?
Lake Harding.
Lake Harding. Yeah, I went.
On the Georgia-Alabama line, dude.
I went and hung out at somebody's lake house at Lake Harding one time.
You know what sucks about that
college? And then we took a boat across to the party at Callaway's home.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Yeah, they got a good house.
Wild.
Dude, you know the worst thing about that lake?
Tell me.
It's on the Alabama-Georgia line.
Oh, your phone never knows what time zone you're in.
Okay, that's the least of your worries.
That's a big worry.
I'm skiing one time behind the boat, and we're going, and we just saunter on over to the other side, as you do, because it's a lake, and these Alabama police are just sitting there waiting for you to cross the way and then pull you over because you're used to Georgia laws. You're used to Georgia regulations and Georgia, all that stuff. Yeah. And like, oh, your kill switch doesn't have this feature, or, oh, we don't count that as a life jacket like they do in Georgia. Mm-hmm. And then they just get you, dude. Back in 1988, dude, $125 ticket.
Oh man, that'll bankrupt you.
It's like $1,500 now.
They, the Alabama Highway Patrol used to set up right there in Phoenix City.
Yeah,
because college kids from Auburn, we'd run to Columbus to buy beer. Significantly cheaper.
I'm assuming so.
Significantly cheaper in Georgia, but so a lot of people would go buy kegs in Georgia. Because you'd save like literally $30 to $40.
Right. And in college, that's the difference of you eating for a week and
it's a
not.
Fortune.
Think of how many Eggos you can get for that, or ramen.
So go buy a keg in Georgia in old
and now you're
Columbus,
transporting alcohol,
and then you're
across
transporting
line.
a keg across the lines, and it's always in the back of a pickup, like it's just sitting there. And
well, you know what? It's
Highway Patrol will be waiting for you.
It's their fault for like standing up in the back of the truck doing keg stands as they're going down the interstate.
It's not. I mean, at that point, you're still on a state road, but.
The addresses over there in Alabama are really stupid. It's like, it's like this number, and then it's Lee County Road, highway number, whatever.
That's in literally every state if you're out in rural routes.
Well, all I know is it's different than any other address I had. So is a P.O. box. I don't trust those either. You can't FedEx something to a P.O. box. You think I'm going to trust a P.O. box?
You're not going to let the United States Postal Service have authority over your mailbox.
No.
Yeah.
You know what they're doing now?
What?
You know what they're doing now?
What?
They're taking away mailboxes.
What do you mean?
In neighborhoods.
Who's doing that?
The Postal Service.
Oh, yeah, they're doing like apartment style.
Yes.
Go to the middle because they're lazy and underfunded.
No.
Yeah.
It's just a power move.
Oh, it's a power move.
It's a power move. So, they're lazy, underfunded. They go over there and they're like, nah, you come to over here to get your mail.
Yeah.
So this guy can just go.
Anti-American thing I've ever heard.
Dude.
Defund the USPS.
I mean, I'm not going to play politics.
Abolish it.
That came around when there was a regime change. I'm just saying.
Abolish it.
Abolish regimes.
Abolish regimes. Okay.
Yeah.
I meant abolish the Postal Service.
This is Mash and Journey Whiskey Club.
And thanks to Mark and Kim for passing along the goods.
Yeah. The Rice is Right is what's on here.
Good pick.
This
Good
is
pick name.
This is one of the better picks I've had. in months.
Yeah.
This is shocking.
I thought you would be shocked. I was curious if you'd like it though, because it is a unique flavor profile.
Yeah, it's not alike, dude. It is I'm going to try to find this bottle. Good gosh.
You think we'll leave that one here so we can drink on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll save it for when you're here. It'll be our special thing.
What?
Drinking
that. I thought you had something else, something good.
This is from Kim. What is it?
Yeah, it is actually. That is
Found North Batch 6, 17 to 26 years old.
Oh, that one's
Finished
good.
in Hungarian oak. 128.2 proof. We still haven't gotten to this one. We need to get to that one.
Might as well do it right now.
At some point. I don't want to get to it right now. I'm still enjoying this pour.
I doubt it.
The rice is right, baby. Rice is right.
I wonder if you could take like sake and just age it in a barrel if it tastes similar.
I'm pretty sure it's like some sort of like proprietary grain.
Well, no, because sake is rice wine.
I understand what it is.
Or if you could distill
wine,
you could distill the sake and make your own rice distillate.
I feel like we would have known about that before today, if that was a thing.
No.
Or is that how do they make Japanese whiskey? Fair question.
I think those are mostly single malts.
Why do they do that?
Why did they do what?
Why is everybody just like, why do all the other countries other than us start with like, it's a single malt? And don't tell me that that's a more popular offering worldwide.
I mean, okay, well then I can't answer your question.
Great. Didn't want you to.
All right.
I wanted to flub you up.
That was a power move.
I just move. I have no power.
That's accurate. Oh, man. Well, that's it, folks. That's all we had planned for this week. That's going to do it. You got any good stories or anything?
Dude, I should pull up the Discord right now because for our patron, by the way, patreon.com/thepodcast. We've got a new Discord channel. We're doing some blind tastings quarterly. That's going to be a competition for our patrons. We're going to draw 10 names once a quarter.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the year, the 4 winners from each quarter will come together in a battle of Royale.
A battle of Royale.
Yeah. They've got the Royale.
We're going to have a royal battle.
Yeah, it is.
Only royalty allowed.
Oh, man. There was a story that came out. And I wanted...
Was there?
No, there was. There was. And I saw this headline, and I was like, why is this a thing?
Oh, right, because words are hard.
Well, it says, what is the net worth of Freddie Johnson?
Oh, that's interesting.
That's a very interesting thing.
That's an AI written article.
Well, no, that's why wouldn't you start with, Driscoll or Harlan, Chris Fletcher, why? I know Freddie is a huge. I bet
if you were to Google Chris Fletcher net worth, it would be.
Everybody does that, but
I know that's what I'm saying. You just happen to see that one.
Ooh, okay. I thought that it's just from lex18.com, and I thought we were like, I just saw.
Oh, you thought it was an 18 and up website asking about Freddie Johnson's net worth? That's
that would feel like
everyone has their thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do understand what you say. It is a weird.
It's just a
thing
weird
because
thing.
when you Freddie Johnson's a legend within, the whiskey community, but it's at the end of the day, it's like he's a bourbon historian, and an employee of Buffalo Trace. It seems like a weird thing. Like you don't have a lot of people wondering the net worth of random employees of random companies typically.
Exactly. Now he is he is the face.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like he's still
he's been there since he was 5. He was playing.
He's a historian
at the distillery
when
he was 5.
He's definitely someone that they are able to use in the marketing of the distillery. That his knowledge, his charm, his hospitality is beyond what normal places have, and so that is special. But like I said, from unless you're in really like the bourbon community or whiskey community, that's like a weird headline to even come up with, right?
Right.
Did they give you an answer?
Well, I found it one time, but I'm browsing now and I can't find it. I want to say it was like $1 million, but it's also like he's got his charity and he's got a scholarship program, and I don't know if that
and
ties into it.
Those aren't assets.
I know.
So you're not.
I know, but I don't understand
your net worth.
I mean, here's the deal. He deserves every penny.
Sure.
Because people that are that good of people, like, dude, this guy's been loving people for 70 years.
Yeah.
Like, and well. And like, he is the guy to get on tours at Buffalo Trace. People book him out months in advance. You got to know somebody to guarantee it. Like, there's a lot of things. He is sought after because not because of, he is, I don't know, like born into fame. Like his attitude, his demeanor, his kindness, his love for people and love for whiskey, and how to communicate what the love of whiskey means to people that want to flex with it or hoard it or collect it. Like, this guy is like on the front lines of saying, he talks about being with his dad and popping open a nice bottle of Pappy with his dad on the front porch when his dad was close to passing away.
And also the story about him mixing the George T. Stagg with Pepsi. Yeah, it was, I believe it was Diet Pepsi maybe.
Okay, well, that's a strike.
Well, no, but it was that it helped him be able to actually taste it when he was going through cancer treatment.
Oh, yeah. I do remember that.
And so that was like, just the stories, the wealth of knowledge. It's a weird article to be, and that's, once again, it's like, that's why, was that an AI written article that like generated,
I don't know, let me see.
Names within whiskey?
I mean,
let's do a net worth thing.
No, Sean Moody.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, he chat GP'd a little bit.
Most of those Sports Illustrated articles coming out were under fake bylines that were.
Well, this guy has a picture, so joke is on you.
Right.
We can reverse image search.
Forgot you can't make fake images with AI. I forgot that.
Well, we can reverse image.
You can do.
Well, you can find that out.
Oh, okay.
I mean, is anything real?
No, nothing is real.
Well, that sucks. You can't AI whiskey, though. They'll figure it out, though. They'll figure it out.
I mean, I feel like that rice whiskey was about as close as we get to AI whiskey.
Yeah, I mean,
it was a hack.
I don't see the number on here.
That's because it's clickbait.
It feels like it is clickbait. Clickbait. But yeah, I mean, I thought that was super interesting. To even see that headline and the fact that he was zeroed out for something like net worth felt very odd to me.
Yeah, it's a weird.
Yeah.
That's a weird flex. Definitely not a power move.
Yeah. Also, there was, I'll just read the headline and then you can talk about it if you want to. After 7-year messy legal battle, you probably know about this. Bullet lands another victory in bottle trademark case against Redemption Whiskey. Did you know they were going at it?
No. Because the bottle?
Yeah,
the looks similar.
Yeah, the bottle. Well, they got the glass raised
embossed
letters.
Yeah, embossed.
Which, like, how do you do that? Like, how do you? Well, we claim that.
Well,
is it how they did it?
I don't know. There's trademark law is pretty dumb.
It is.
It's very subjective.
It is, and I mean, you've gone through the trademark process in other things.
Yeah,
you had to get this store and sell merch and use the mark and all these different things and create a magazine or a paper or educational materials.
And the dumbest thing about it is that, one, you have rights to your trademark even if you don't register it, right? Like, you can still defend your trademark if someone infringes upon that. But then registering a trademark gives you enhanced protection, right? Because it's like a stamp of approval that you have the trademark. But it also doesn't guarantee you a claim against someone who uses your trademark.
It just means bigger attorneys are involved.
Yeah.
And more money spent.
Not to one, we are not giving legal advice.
I will.
2,
don't speed.
If you're a lawyer, I'm sorry, especially if you deal in trademark law. 3, trademarks are dumb. The whole thing's dumb. Grease still trying to find the net worth of Freddie Johnson.
I'm not. I'm already past that. I was just checking out the bullet situation.
You do you.
I am doing me.
You are.
Why would I not?
And this episode brought to you by Discord, where Grease looks at all the things he put in the Discord. It's like, I didn't read them then, but I'm reading them now.
I did read them then.
The whole article? You don't read articles. You read headlines. This is true.
I read the Freddie Johnson one.
Yeah.
Could have sworn I saw.
Stuck with you, didn't it?
What did? I thought, that guy that went to jail for the bullet Jack Daniels and Chip's $1,500 bond. That seems steep.
What did he do?
I don't know. I guess he was a felon.
The guy in the
felony burglary
in the bathroom. He must have had a lot of booze in there.
Oh yeah.
$1,500 bond. You only have to pay like $150 to bond out, though.
Oh, he had an active felony warrant. That's what's. I feel like, buddy. If you have got what do they call those, a prior?
Yeah.
I feel like if you've got a prior, I wouldn't necessarily go back to that same gas station.
Oh, he had it from there?
Well, that's how he got caught, and the police came, and then they found out he was a felon.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
No, he went back to the same store and did the same thing.
Criminals don't make wise choices typically.
The funny thing is that when he was going into the bathroom the second time, like, an employee reached in and just grabbed the chips from him.
Not again, bud.
Like, why have that altercation? Like, why risk triggering somebody to go off so that you can save your store $250?
A bag of chips. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. Some of those. Well,
there was those
gas station clerks can get.
There was those Starbucks employees that they got fired. And I forget where it was, but they were.
Oh, really?
There was like a robbery where these guys came in. 2 robbers came in with firearms, so armed robbery.
Okay.
And at some point, the 2 baristas realized or thought to themselves that those aren't real guns. They were props. And it may have been when, like, one pistol whipped one of the other clerks, but he pistol whipped a clerk with the prop gun. And then the other barista used that as an opportunity to tackle him. The other robber fled immediately, and then they detained the guy, and the police got there and they arrested him. In, like, the local paper, everyone were like, these 2 are heroes. They stopped this crime, and Starbucks corporate goes, we have a no wiggle room policy about not engaging with any sort of criminals. Like, if you were just supposed to comply, do it. And so they
Starbucks
zero tolerance.
So stupid.
So zero tolerance because, and like, these 2 were like praised as heroes in the local media, and then they both lost their jobs. Fired.
Dude.
Zero tolerance policy.
Was that in 2024 or 2023?
It happened like a few weeks ago that I saw it.
I really hope that was 2023 because 2024 Starbucks is going to figure it out.
New year, new me.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
That is so dumb.
Something like that happened to Lululemon as well.
I wonder why we are losing.
There was like a lady that worked at Lululemon that ran out and like wrote down the license plate of someone that stole.
Yeah.
And turned it in, and she got fired from her job for doing the same thing. Now the corporate policy, I do.
What's Nike's policy? Because I've got a store near me.
To some degree, I think there is like some framework where they're trying to say we don't want the liability if a employee feels like they have to save inventory or save something, that their life is worth more than that. So they also don't want the liability if they get hurt or shot, or if for some reason something goes wrong and then a customer gets hurt or shot or something. Well, like I understand the framework of it, but when it's like zero tolerance across the board, and it's like,
well, in the Starbucks situation, they were in their mind, they might have been fighting for their lives.
Right. Yeah.
And
Just
so,
at some level.
So they're like, okay, I'm alive. Okay, fine. I'm fired from Starbucks.
Exactly.
But I walked out alive.
Yeah. It's at some level. It's like his coworker got smashed in the face with a fake gun. And then he's like, I'm going to save him. Like there's a little bit of like, sorry, bud. Like, yeah, he's a hero. He helped his friend and coworker.
That truly makes me nauseous and want to just vomit.
Makes you nauseated.
Starbucks. Nauseous and nauseous.
No, things are nauseous.
I'm nauseous.
No, you're nauseated. You have a feeling of nausea.
You call me a thing all the time.
Yeah. I dehumanize the Greeze.
You did.
He's not a real person.
So I'm
fake.
Oh, that makes me. People say that makes me nauseous all the time.
Yeah, they're wrong.
That makes me nauseated.
Yeah.
What's the Greek of that?
Nausea, which means to vomit.
So it's NAJ. One of those pyramid looking things.
Omega, alpha, nu.
Oh wait, the pyramid looking thing, the triangle.
Delta. A couple deltas thrown in there. Maybe a phi and a pi. Who's to say? Depends on how hungry you are.
I did take a linguistics class one time in college.
I doubt that you passed that.
I did, and it was we studied Arabic, and the only thing I remember is the first letter in the Arabic is called an aleph.
Okay.
Is that correct?
I don't know.
Do I remember that right?
I don't know. I didn't take a linguistics class in.
What's the first letter in the Arabic language? Oh, yeah. Written as I or spelled as and trans.
I'm trying to look.
Yeah, it says aleph.
Yeah. Transliterated as aleph.
Well, it's translated.
Transliterated.
Arabian Nights, baby. Dude, and a part of me in college, like I would walk out of that class and like
I'm so smart.
Pass my peers and be like, y'all don't know what I know. I'm borderline fluent in Afghanistan. You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's the smartest you've ever felt in your life is leaving your...
Yeah. Now, I just skipped math, but I walked out of... Dude, I didn't even know what linguistics was when I signed up for it.
I bet you didn't.
I did not.
Yeah, you know now. Languages, man. It's language.
And I still don't know what linguistics is. Halfway through, I was like, is linguistics like the name of like Arabic?
It's
like,
the study of language.
Is it right? But we only did like one language.
Oh, the whole time?
No. Do you want to know the best part about that whole story is?
Sure.
And I think I've talked about this on the podcast like 7 years ago.
Okay.
This is all coming back to me.
Yeah.
It's when I wrote out the language Josh Bosch and presented it in class.
Oh.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. There you go. Callback.
Huge callback.
For you.
The fact that I remember that.
All right, Kevin. What episode number?
Yeah,
Let us know. Yeah.
He'll know.
Oh, man. You want to go to the 15?
I do want to go to the 15. I don't know what we're going to drink.
We'll figure it out.
Fireball.
Catch you on the flip side.
Hit the music. That's what. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it works.
Well, dude, the whole time I'm just looking at this blackjack trophy in front of me, and I'm just like, yeah, suck it, Lauren. I'm like, I got it. Okay, you said I couldn't do it. I won the blackjack tournament in the free. I leave it here every time. You ever had
that old Overholt 11-year rye?
We did it on the show.
Oh, probably did.
We did do it on the show.
Oh, no, I'm just trying not to move. Like, what's right here?
You know what? Let's grab one of these.
All right.
Just any, mini, money, mow it. I don't want to do two. I just want to do one because I'm still enjoying this Mash and Journey Barrel Club pick. Don't do that one, whatever that is. That looks like
piss water.
Yeah, that looks like saffron water. We actually should do a callback to that. Let's just give me that saffron water. I mean, look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Holy crap, YouTube. Holy crap, YouTube. This is not 8-year whiskey. It's got to be corn whiskey, right?
All right, it's probably this one, right? Wait,
it's 8-year Kentucky whiskey.
8-year. Not a blend. Oh, yeah, here we go. All right. We're back.
Well, this doesn't say straight.
Well, but this is the 8-year. Oh, the other one's a blend of 5, 6, and 8 years.
Copy that. Okay.
Triple rye and American whiskey.
Okay.
Blend.
Kentucky gave this to them.
All right, here we go. You ready? Okay. And we're back from the 15.
We found something that rhymes with saffron. I don't know what rhymes with saffron.
Yeah. No, I thought you had a better way to set that up, but I'll leave you that.
No, this looks like this is the
I
lightest.
Casually go, this looks like saffron whiskey.
I'm going to be honest with you though, dude. Like whoever peed in this was decently hydrated.
Decently, not perfectly.
No, not perfect.
Yeah.
But I mean, is anybody ever perfect?
This is Highline inspired spirits. This is Kentucky straight whiskey, 8 years old, 100 proof. And we've had this for over 6 months. So
wait, okay. So is it 8.5 years or is it just 8 years?
It hasn't been aging any longer.
Well, they obviously aged that in a glass container.
All right. So our straight Kentucky whiskey captures the essence of simplicity and authenticity. You're going to end up loving this, by the way.
I'm not.
We discovered an exceptional 8-year-old whiskey, full-bodied sweet with a higher malt barley content with meticulous proofing at 100. The natural balance shines without overpowering oak influences. No kidding. Experience an unadulterated essence of this remarkable straight Kentucky whiskey. I have a little bit of a pushback on that.
Did they
unadulterated?
Did they char the barrel, or is this just like
it's probably, since it's Kentucky straight whiskey, it's probably used barrels.
Okay,
but this says it's unadulterated essence, but it's proof down to 100. So they did adulterate the essence. This is adulterated essence.
They committed adultery.
They said it's unadulterated. They adulterated it.
They adulterated.
Oh, that's illegal in Georgia.
I mean, here's the deal. It doesn't smell bad. It's just very,
all right, nose
very
and aroma.
Ethanol.
Caramel notes, gentle vanilla. I almost said gentle vodka, which would have been funny.
Dude, this.
Hints of malted chocolate, palate smooth and approachable palate. Once again, read the color. Caramel vanilla center stage, long sweet finish that delicately lingers. All right,
Here's the deal. I'm not knocking Highline at all. They could make really good stuff.
It smells good. It smells good.
It's very. You smell this 119 that we had earlier, and it smells like.
That was 119 proof.
Lavender
100
velvet
proof. It was done in used barrels. So.
It burns my nostrils.
Yeah, I'm not getting it. Well, you're in a different kind of glass. Maybe pour it in one of those dirty Glens.
That's a power move. You're in a different kind of glass.
No, you go pour it in one of those dirty Glens and see if it's still astringent on your nostrils.
Well, here, I'll just.
Now wash that, because that had some good rice in it.
Mm-hmm. Rice is back. Back again. Saffron rice is my friend.
All right.
I'm upset that I just chugged water so fast after that pour.
For being 8 years old, I do get a lot of grain on the nose.
Yeah, dude, this is way more astringent.
It's not astringent to me.
First off,
that didn't get any of my nostrils messed up.
Well, I will say this. I've been way off on proof today. And absolutely, because
Greeze just spit taked it.
I didn't spit take nothing. I spit.
No. It's not bad. This is probably way more money than I'd be willing to spend on it, though. So there's a QR code. I'm doing that.
I don't think I just.
You know who's got to be there's not a lot of people in the world thankful for COVID.
Listen.
But you know who's probably thankful for COVID?
Who?
The QR code people. Because those things were as good as dead.
They were.
Dead.
Dude, I had them on my business cards 10 years ago.
If anyone called the two comebacks of the century, Crocs and QR codes. Two things that were dead.
The way you said Crocs.
I don't know why I said it that way.
Crocs.
And QR codes.
QR codes.
Serious though, am I not wrong?
Let's know. I want to, but nobody would click on it. But I want to name this episode Crocs and QR codes.
Yeah.
But
no, not a single person would.
I don't think anybody would deal with that.
Hey, this is
I'm so mad.
Dare to be different, unbound by region. We're not tethered to geographical lines. Female owned and proud. This industry has been limited to same players for long enough. We can do better. Blended is brilliant. We blend because different cultures and crafts create something that is greater than the sum of its parts, period. I just want to know how much it costs.
I bet another offering is better than what we just had.
Crocs.
I know you kind of liked it.
No, I just
didn't. Or you did not.
There was nothing like offensive about it. I'm just seeing how much it costs. Because if it's probably more than I'd be willing to spend on it. Honestly, to me, there was nothing super unique about it. It was $51 shipped.
Shipped? Yeah. Like all in?
No, $18 for shipping. $51.50.
That's a $70 bottle.
$51.50 though. If you could buy that for $51, it's not egregious. That's not an egregious price. I thought it was going to be $75 pre-shipping.
Okay, well, technically, and here's the deal. I didn't give him a fair shake because that other single barrel that I had was really good, and it was in my mouth about 30 seconds before that was. So I was bitter. I was upset. But I did spit it out, and we got it for free. That's all I'm going to say.
That was rude.
Well, but I'm just saying, I mean, what kind of coupon would you need to apply to that to get it?
Here's what I think about it.
$50 is a great
price.
That's a great price in this
in
this market.
The space. Actually, I'm impressed. Like that gives a few.
Because you could easily see $70 and you'd be like, okay.
Easy. I'd be like that. I expected it to be over $70 for the bottle. I was afraid it was going to be $100. I was afraid it was going to be $100.
And how afraid? How afraid?
Oh, terrified. Crapping my pants, scared.
Crocs,
and QR codes. DADGUM.
We've had a good,
hey, you know the guy
we've had a good time.
The guy who revived the Crocs brand is the guy who he left Crocs after literally taking them and turning them around completely.
Yeah.
Went to Stanley. He's the guy behind the Stanley Cup craze. Read a whole fascinating article about it. He literally left Crocs, did a masterful job there, went to this stale old brand of Stanley, which was mostly known for like the metal, like working flasks and
you think he'd work with the podcast?
He could probably turn us around.
Just turn us around. Greeze, I'm going to need you to stop talking.
Yeah.
Well, that's, I mean,
but then he's the one who the Stanley Cup, like the Big Dumb Cup, has been a product they've had for a long time. It just didn't sell very well. They almost thought about completely cutting the product.
Yeah.
And
he just got it into some influencer moms.
No, one demographic that was still buying them like hotcakes. Mormon women in Utah. And therefore that's where they kind of took it out of there, and then they got it into influencers there and moved it, and it took off, and he did a really good job. Fascinating read. Fascinating. Crocs and QR codes, man.
You think Mitt Romney's wife's got a
Stanley? Couple of them.
Oh, I thought you said a couple of them.
I did say a couple of them.
I know, but I thought you said
a couple of them.
You did.
No.
Okay, so you meant that?
Lord, no. I'm not that clever.
Okay.
Yeah, couple of them.
Well, I was impressed for a
couple of them. Crocs, QR codes. Oh, man. Hey, buy bar pass on this. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, obvious answer for me, here's the deal. I like the price point. I think that is a good price point, especially for a new whiskey being to market. Everybody wants to be like, no, we're $70 plus because have the best whiskey ever. It's a good starting place. However, this is a pass.
I'll tell you where I think it's a bar. And like where I think you could. So one, we obviously, the color, which is so light. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see it's extremely light. And like their other products are normal bourbon color.
That's way more amber.
So much more color on the other one. So we picked the lightest one for the
saffron
of it. And obviously we're going to give the others a fair shake as well. But I was expecting to not like it at all. I was expecting it to have zero flavor. It is a very light flavor. They use the word delicate, which is marketing term for light. I think that its flavor is good. I like that it's 100 proof. So it's not just light because it's completely diluted with water to 80 proof. And so and the flavors that are there are pretty good. It's got the age. It's probably a used barrel, so it's taking something from whatever was there before it. There's some qualities to it that are respectable. So I almost think of this. Think of like how much you'd spend for Basil Hayden's and how much you'd spend for this. So if you're trying to get someone like stepping into whiskey, it's got the lighter flavor, so it's not as overbearing. But I would drink that many times over something like Basil Hayden's.
Well, you've got a value
price.
Equation there too, because 100 proof versus 80.
100 proof versus 80. Now this is probably used barrels versus it being a straight bourbon, but I think you're going to get the same effect of like a beginner whiskey out of this that you'd get out of something like Basil Hayden's. But I think I like that better. So that's where I'm going to put it as a bar, because I think I do see value in using that. Now, that's not something I'm going to reach for and sip on too often, but it didn't offend me. It wasn't bad. It's still well crafted. It's decent whiskey. It's just light in color, in flavor, and in everything.
I am interested to get to the other stuff.
Yeah, no, because
not today.
That gives me hope for the other things as well, that there may be one that, especially at that price point, if there's one that I think is just absolutely delicious. So we've got a triple rye, we've got an American whiskey, and then we've got a bourbon. And so I'm excited to see what those offerings bring that maybe a little bit more our speed. And the triple rye is 97 proof, the American whiskey is 112, and the bourbon's 102. So, I mean, I'm happy with what they've done. Their marketing's pretty sick. Like, I mean, the labels look pretty cool. They're a little modern, but they have like gargoyles and stuff on them. It's pretty cool. So, I'm not turning it down, not kicking it out of bed for eating Cheetos. I think I'll give it a fair shake when it gets to the other ones as well.
Breaking news, Will added a TV into his bedroom.
All right. That's true.
So
but we got to go.
Standing outside of his window like I do normally, now you can watch TV.
We got to go because we got a town hall that we're about to do. And next week, when you're watching this, you can get in on the virtual bar night. You can hop on right after this. Go to patreon.com/thepodcast. Join us there. And we don't know Jack,
but we'll drink it.
Boom!